Is I think the industry, especially here in Southeast Asia, especially in a city like Penang, which has a very big growth potential. So you don't have to worry to find a job. There are many hotels here already. I'm sure they're building some other ones. And it's a nice place, right? You're lucky to be here. And the tourism industry is an exciting industry. You get to know people from all around the world. You have the opportunity to talk to them, to get to know them. But of course, it can be also stressful. It's quite hard working. And you need a lot of skills. You need communication skills. You need people skills. You have to understand the customers, what they want. Some customers, they don't like you to talk too much. So better leave them alone. Some other customers, they like to talk, especially the old people. They like to talk. So you have to understand your customers. And also, you have the opportunity to travel yourself, because there are hotels all around the world. And Olympia College and B.H.M.S. in Switzerland, we have established a collaboration where you guys basically have the option to continue your studies in Switzerland. There is no obligation, of course. It's nice here in Penang, Malaysia, so I'm sure many of you, they like to stay here, maybe you have a boyfriend here, or a girlfriend, and you don't want to go away, which I can understand. But some of you, they might be interested in an international career, and they would like to do 1 or 2 years in Switzerland in our school. So now today I came basically here to talk a little bit about our school, the option which we can provide to you students, and basically also here in Penang you have the option to get a B.H.M.S. diploma, or higher diploma, like a 2 years diploma, and then do a degree locally here, or don't do any degree. Not everybody is meant to be a degree holder, or come to our institution in Switzerland. So this is basically the options which you can expect maybe after 1 or 2 years. All of you have started now, right now, 1 year ago, right? I see. Okay, very good. I'll show you a little bit slideshow about our school in order to give you some brief information. And whenever you have any questions, feel free to interrupt anytime. The school which I basically represent is called B.H.M.S, the Business and Hotel Management School. We are based in Lucerne City in Switzerland. Now, as some of you have been already to Switzerland for holiday perhaps, you? Very good. Did you like it? Did you visit Lucerne?
Yes.
Most of the tourists, they visit Lucerne because it's a very picturesque city with a lot of lakes and mountains and an old little wooden bridge, which is very famous. I have to go to the next slide. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit why study in Switzerland, why Lucerne, why B.H.M.S, the academic programs which we basically offer, and partner institutions and the industry training basically. Now, we believe hospitality is a very good fundamental education, because as I mentioned before, you get to know people, you have people skills, you speak different language, you have negotiation skills, and those skills are needed in any kind of industry. So some of our students, they're working in a bank afterwards, they can work for hospital management, airlines, basically there are plenty of opportunities, so it's not just limited to a hotel or to a restaurant as you might think. Because since you get to know the fundamental management skills, you have a very good base, and once you have gained some experience, you can build up and basically lead your career to the direction where you want to go. Now, as I mentioned, hospitality has a big potential. The more and more people travel, like this year, never in the history of the world so many people have been traveling around the world. And Malaysia is promoting itself as a tourism destination. So, especially Penang is beautiful, you have beaches, you have history, and it's nice for tourists to come here. So, no problem to find a job. Now, Switzerland has is well known for hospitality education, and it's basically the birthplace of the hospitality industry as we know it today, like the five-star hotels. The first five-star hotels have been built from Caesar Ritz in Switzerland, and that's basically how everything has started about Switzerland. And I always say to students, it's not only about study if you come to Switzerland. Yes, you get a good education, you get working experience in Switzerland, but not only. You have the opportunity to travel to France, to Italy, to Germany, to UK, to Amsterdam, anywhere in Europe you can go, because it's very near. Like from here you can go to Thailand, Singapore, it's very near. And if you stay 1 year in Switzerland, you have the opportunity to explore Europe at the same time. Whereas from here, it's quite far to go, and you don't go there every day. Now, our country is politically very stable, eco-friendly. We have a lot of trains, like everywhere you want to go, there's definitely a train to go. Public transport is very good also in the cities. So you don't need to get a car. Like if you go to Australia or to America for studies or whatsoever, without a car you can't go anywhere. In our country still, you can go everywhere. Lucerne itself is a safe and clean environment. Beautiful for tourists, as I mentioned, definitely for students as well. Easy to communicate in English. Maybe in Chinese or Malay you might have problems, but in English you get around everywhere. We have high education standards everywhere, like here in Penang we have Wi-Fi around the city area and excellent transportation networks. Now at B.H.M.S we offer a full-speed bachelor's degree with a guaranteed industry training for successful students in Switzerland. So basically, if you study with us, the course is a 6 months course, and after every course there is a 6 months industry training attached, where you basically have the opportunity to work in a Swiss restaurant or hotel and put into practice what you have learned at school. At the end you also get a working reference, which basically will prove that you have been working overseas, you have been working in Europe. There will be written that you have been on time, well actually precondition that you actually have been, but that you have been on time, able to work under pressure, you have been able to integrate to the working team with your colleagues. And those are basically skills an employer is looking for, because you can be the best student, get the best grades, and you know everything. If you can't work, you're not very helpful for an employer. And in order that you actually can work, you must have working references. And our students, after graduation, they have actually working references. Of course, you will be participating in our alumni network. We also have young staff, and anytime you need something or you have a problem, there is somebody there to take care of you. Now, we are a small school concept, so we are not a very big school, so everybody knows your name, and as I mentioned, if you need something, if you have a problem, there's somebody there who can help you. Our two buildings are in the city center, which has some certain advantages. If you want to go for shopping, cinema, nightlife, everything is within walking distance. But this is definitely a big advantage. We guarantee you the internship. Precondition is that you have successfully completed the course. And you have the opportunity to put into practice what you actually learn in our school. And I believe we are the best school in terms of quality and price in Switzerland. If you decide to study with us, we pick you up at the airport. You will have internet in your room. There will be an orientation day where we show you around the city and explain you everything about the campus and the building. There is, as I mentioned, a city tour, a welcome dinner. We bring you up to the house mountain, basically, mountain in front of our Lucerne city. So, yeah. We have a residency building where basically the students can stay. There is 24-hour security. We have different floors for boys and girls. The building, as I mentioned, is city-based, has Wi-Fi, and every room has a small kitchen and of course bathroom. But we provide you also with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but Western food, no Malay food or Chinese food. That's why you have a small kitchen. And we basically offer 3 programs. For you guys, basically, I won't go too much into the details of the others. For you, the hospitality program is the program. Your campus and our campus is collaborating, and there we basically have a pathway. So diploma, you definitely do here in Penang. It's basically very much the same in Switzerland as here in Penang. Now, after 1 year of your study, you basically can choose to come over to Switzerland and do a higher diploma with us, 6 months full-time study, and 6 months paid industry training. Or you can complete your 2 years diploma here and come for 6 months bachelor's degree and 6 months industry training in our school. Now this is basically the option which we offer to you guys. So basically, if you choose this study pathway, after you have completed your diploma in hotel management here with Olympia College, you basically would study 6 months in our campus, all the bachelor's degree subject, and then you do a 6 months paid industry training, and after this we can help you to get international jobs, or you can come back to Malaysia. Those are different programs. You will graduate with a bachelor's degree from the Robert Gordon University, which is basically a UK bachelor's degree, fully done in Switzerland. So the teacher comes from the UK to Switzerland. And it's just, but it's, at the end it's the same degree, worldwide recognized. For internship, we are working with well-known